You don't have sense. You, how old are you?
I'm 32 years.
I'm going to talk to you as a father. So some things I'm going to say may not be nice. You don't have sense. Why am I seeing two men? Your fiancé? Is your fiancé?
Yes.
You don't have sense. Because this one I'm seeing, how can two people be your fiancé? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let's pray. I should stop talking. You're angry with me?
Sir.
I have two things to tell you. Two. Listen. Stand. Don't sit down yet. You are kneeling down. You say fiancé. Why am I seeing two different people? Is one person? You want me to talk?
Papa, say something.
Eh?
Say something. Talk to her.
I should say something?
Yes.
Oh, you think I'm guessing?
No.
Who did you go and see last week? This one, in Ekboma.
Yes, sir.
How is this man in Ekboma? Another man in Aviele? What's the matter? Do you know you don't have sense? This one in Ekboma, you are spending your money. You are taking care of him. You don't have sense. You don't have.
You say it's my grandmother. She don't want her to marry.
Eh?
You say my grandmother don't want her to marry.
Is your grandmother? You say your grandmother is a witch?
Yes, it's the
No.
issue we have now.
Eh? Is the issue in the
we
family?
have now, yes.
No. They call you witch too?
Yes.
I really do not understand why some men of God thought to themselves that they could be very rude and very aggressive when talking to other people, especially they are Christians. I don't understand why some men of God thought to themselves that the best way they can communicate with their members is to call them names, is to shame them into submission, is to say outrageous things in public. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If you have something to tell someone, don't you think that the best way to do it is to tell it to them in private? I mean, if you really want someone to change from what they've been doing and you have access to those people, don't you believe that the best way to do so is to corner them in a private setting and deliver the message to them rather than public shaming them? I mean, if you came to me in private and said something to me about myself, about my characters, I would listen to you. I would really, really process what you've said, and I will understand. Or better still, examine myself whether or not what you said is right. I will do that. But when you decide to public shame me, when you decide to call me names, to call me stupid or foolish or dull in public, in the presence of so many people, what do you expect out of me? What reaction do you expect from me? And more too often, these Christians are so respectful. In fact, they have been broken to an extent that they really fight back. They just listen, they feel intimidated, and they just absorb every single thing the man of God said or was saying. I think one other so-called man of God who liked to intimidate people, to call them names in public is Odumeje. He is fond of doing that, and also Suleimanu. They feel proud calling people names in public. They think that it is very effective if they come on air and insult people and degrade people and public shame people. They believe that is a very effective way of communicating whatever they are trying to communicate. But that is wrong. That is really, really wrong. And I personally hate all that. I wouldn't sit in a church when a man of God thinks that they have the moral high grounds to insult me. I will not sit in a church when a man of God think that because they are man of God and I respect them, they can say things to me the way they want and without any respect for me. Remember, that lady is 32 years old or 33 years old and a man of God. I don't know how old Johnson is, but maybe I'm not sure he's up to 50. Who've been saying something to a person like that. It doesn't matter how old Johnson is. Even 60, 70, 80s, it doesn't really matter. Even my own father would not public shame me. Even my own father will not call me stupid or dull or senseless. He will not do that. No matter what he is trying to tell me, he will not insult me in the process. But some men of God think that because people respect them, because people revere them, because people somehow are scared to speak back, they can say whatever they want to say to them without any shred of respect. Remember, respect is reciprocal, okay? If you want others to respect you, you have to respect them. But let us watch this other video of the man of God, Apostle John Sulemanu, where he shared a very wild testimonies. This testimony will make your head spin. So, I don't really know what to say about this. I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know if to say is an exaggeration of the facts or maybe a dream the man of God might have had. I don't know. I don't really know for sure. Because I ask the same question whenever they come up with these their so-called testimonies, right? I always ask the same question. It's like all of them had the same teacher who taught them how to give these so-called testimonies. It's like they're all reading from the same book, right? They all have the same template or manuscript that they read from. Which hospital did he go to? Question number 1. Question number 2. What year did he go to the hospital? Question number 2. Question number 3. Is there any ward where people died? I don't understand. Is there any ward that people died? Why would you want to pray for people who have died rather than people who are suffering? Is it when you go to pray for people, okay, do you select the people who you want to pray for, or you pray for every single one because they are all suffering? Which one is it? And the next question, if that baby was at the point of dying, like the man of God said, will the nurse throw them out? Can anyone believe this, that someone would take their baby to the hospital and the baby is convulsing, is at the point of dying, and the nurses in that hospital won't attend to them, even if those people don't have money to pay? If a baby is about to die and the nurses in the hospital will let the baby die, will kick out the family? And what might be the reason for doing that? Is it because they want the baby to die? Or is it because their parents don't have money to pay for the baby's medical care? What might be the reason why the nurses in a hospital will kick out a baby who is about to die? What might be the reason? I have never, ever heard this before. Most of the times, even if the family don't have money to pay, they will take care of the baby. If an adult, they might kick them out. But a baby, they won't do that. And even if an adult is being kicked out, their condition might have been stabilized before they are being told to go bring money. They will be attending to them while asking for the hospital bills to be paid. And no nurse will kick out a baby, because the parents didn't have money to pay or what? I'm just thinking this one out loud. He did not mention any hospital bill not paid or paid. But I'm just thinking that what could be the reason why a dying baby would be kicked out of a hospital? What could be the reason? Because I know that the only thing that can stop people or someone who is sick from getting the attention they need, the care they need, is when they are unable to pay. That is just it. That is just it. Next, he prayed for the baby who was about to die, and the baby died. How did the man of God know that the baby has died? Is he a doctor too? Can he tell who is dead and who is alive? I'm just asking. I'm not a medical doctor. I cannot say for sure who is alive and who is dead, except a medical doctor tried them, tested them out and declared them dead. Okay, that is when I can know they are dead for sure. I cannot say someone has died or someone is dead or not, because I'm not a medical practitioner. So I'm just wondering, for the man of God to have come to this conclusion that the baby died, did he test the baby? Did he carry out any test on the baby to kind of like come to this conclusion that the baby died? That's what I'm just asking. It's just a question. Okay. I'm not saying the baby died or the baby did not die. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just asking the question. Next, after he prayed and called on his God and asked God not to abandon him, not to put him to shame, and to come to his rescue, God, in his infinite mercy, raised the child from the dead. Amen, everybody. And the child jumped up and ran to his mother. Remember, the child was convulsing, like the man of God said. The child was kicked out of the hospital by the nurses in that hospital. So, could the child not work? Was the child suffering from a seizure, maybe epilepsy? We don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking. Because the child might have been convulsing because of epilepsy, And when the seizure stabilizes or when the seizure passes, the child will get up and run to their mom. That might be a very rational explanation as to what happened, isn't it? But no. The man of God performed the miracle, and he was able to raise a child from the dead. Hooray! Glory be to God. Glory be to God. I'm happy for the man of God, and I'm happy for the child and for the mom. At least it was a win-win for everyone involved. The mom, the child, and the man of God. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. So, to you guys out there, let us hear your own take in the comment section below. Because, like always, we love hearing what you had to say. But if I may say one more thing before I go, I would like to say that this is just one of the reasons why many people are leaving the church. This is just one of the reasons why many people are criticizing the church. This is just one of the reasons why many people think that some men of God are just terrible and horrible liars. But then again, these are just my own opinion. Let us hear yours in the comment section below. Thank you, and thank you.